Don't speak. Oh, haha! Hello, everybody. Welcome to us four talking about Doctor Who. My name. I'm going to put my name up because then I know who I am. Right, there you go. Can you see my name? It's there. There it is. That's it. I'm Steve Henn. Next to me we have
Dom Mackey, and I am Ian TC.
No.
Yay! There we go. Hey.
I was getting a bit scared there. I was getting a bit of identity crisis.
I'm so sorry.
It doesn't matter because my opinion will never change. Anyone is better than Clara.
So, thank you, Dom. Yeah, no, it was because I'm in such a rush tonight. I went upstairs to ablutions and I came back late. So we started with all my companions. I'm going to call them companions. All round the wrong screen.
God, what sad lives we all lead.
That is true. That is true.
Pure first world problems. That is.
We are all whistling away our finite time before the grave.
Hello, Ian.
Well, this is a great start for this. This is great. Like,
hey, this good.
Happy Tuesday.
I'm just sharing the feed there on Facebook just so people.
Thank you, because we need more people. We've got 4 people watching. Leave us a comment if you want.
People.
If you want us to talk about a certain thing on Doctor Who, please leave that in a comment. If you want to join us in the studio, let us know. Maybe we'll get you in next week. Not sure. I think it'd be nice to chat to the members of the audience, the public people.
Would it?
Nah, maybe not. Hey, no, we've got 6 people watching. That's thanks to Ian. Ian TC has bumped our audience up by a third. So, hello, welcome to The Magic of Doctor Who. Today we're talking about companions. Am I shouting?
What?
No.
Good.
You're not shouting. Don't worry.
Thank you, old man. So,
What do you say?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Right, we're gonna talk about companions. Now, I've tried to put these in order from black and white to colour.
So, that's amazing.
Oh, crikey, you're playing a cards there tonight, Steve.
Whoa, calm down. We're looking at 2020.
Right, all right. Look, listen. You, can I just say, you bastards, that I grew up with 2 TV channels and we had a black and white television as well. So
And there were no black blowing it either. Were there, Stephen?
No, there wasn't then. No, right. So, look, stop making me into one. My daughter calls me white, pale, and stale, and I don't think that's true. So here we have.
Right.
And currently on bail.
All right. So other footballers are available. So the first clip is from Elliot. Do you want to talk about it before we go into it, or do you want me to go into it?
I mean, it's quite self-explanatory. This is sort of the clip where the companion Zoe officially becomes a companion for the first time ever. And I quite like this introduction to her joining the crew for a very certain reason, but I'll say why after the clip. But enjoy it.
Just got to go back.
I'm afraid so.
And you won't tell me anything about this. What is it?
TARDIS.
Oh, yes. I asked the doctor what it meant. Time and relative dimensions in space, he said.
Yes.
But you won't explain it.
Well, you see, Zoe, it's like 2 different worlds. Look, you've got yours and the doctor and me have ours.
Jamie!
Look, you've been... Well, look, Zoe, we won't forget you. All set?
Yes, I've even got some mercury left over.
Oh, we can go then.
Yes, I think. Well, just a little matter to settle first, I think, Jamie.
Hey, I thought I
I
told
want
you.
to go with you.
Well, it's impossible.
Now, Jamie, it's not impossible, but it's something that we have to decide. You may change your mind.
No, I won't.
I wonder. Zoe? Watch the screen up there.
Well, what are you going to do?
I'm going to show Zoe the sort of thing that she may be in for.
Thought patterns?
Yes. Only I'm going to weave them into a complete story for you. Have you ever heard of the Daleks?
No.
Then watch. Who are you? Who are you? Answer!
Very fun fact about that particular sequence, because obviously, Doctor was very revolutionary in that. Back in the day, to have like the main actor be recast wasn't actually that uncommon. It happened quite a lot. The Doctor Who was actually the first show to make it canon in story reason. That's why the actor would change. And also, I think it's the first show I believe ever to actually make showing a repeat actually canon to the storyline. Because the reason why they show Evil the Daleks there is because after this story, they actually showed a repeat of Evil the Daleks on TV, and actually made it canon. Is like that they're actually watching it in the TARDIS, which I think is fucking genius. And I can't believe they're doing that again. But yeah, but it's a shame how that story, Evil the Daleks, was shown twice on TV, and they still lost it. They still lost the footage reel.
No.
So I know it fucking sucks. But I really enjoy it. I like Zoe a lot. I think Zoe is one of the best companions. I think she's really self-assured, really confident, really hyper intelligent, especially kind of rivals the Doctor in terms of intelligence. Also, I love how, because remember, I think it's like the first time ever that a companion actually willingly wants to join the team. She wants to go out. She wants to go and explore. Because before this time, most companions either were kidnapped, were there by accident, or they had nothing else to do, or they were abandoned. They're like, oh, we've got nothing else to do. I guess I'll go along. But Zoe, I think, is the first one to actually wanted to defy what she's been told and actually go ahead and sneak aboard. She wanted to be part of the team, which I think shows kind of great, confidence and a great kind of spirit in her character, which I thought really carries through really well. I mean, I always found it really fun and was a fun watch. So I think personally, my favorite TARDIS trio, I think, in the whole series.
I do feel sorry for Zoe. I mean, I thought Zoe's a brilliant companion. Definitely fantastic series that she was in. But I do feel a little bit sorry for her. Like, she just has this experience on the wheel with the Cybermen, and she goes through a really traumatic time. She's quite young, probably like mid to late teens. She then wants to join the Doctor and Jamie, these dashing heroes, on an adventure. And the first thing the Doctor does is he shows her a video of a guy basically a snuff film. He just shows her that. And then, like, the worst thing is, he shows her a video of a snuff film. The Daleks don't appear then for the entirety of the season she's in. So the closest thing she gets to have, I mean, yes, the Doctor's fought Patton at the War Games trial, but she wasn't actually there for that bit. But then, like, the closest thing she actually has to experience in the Daleks are the Quacks and the Croutons.
The Quacks!
So, like,
yes!
So, like,
The Croutons!
It's just not the same.
Well, see, I like
He's drinking. Go
Well, I
on.
like the fact you picked this kind of. You know my particular views on Jamie, the worst Brigadoon character they ever had in the TARDIS.
Okay, to have the wrong opinion, Ian.
Yeah, I know that. You'll be used to it.
It's also important to have an opinion.
But one of the things I like about this sketch, and I hate it at the same time, is you're right, she's a great character, she's really strong, powerful, especially for the time of the writing, where she was a really smart, intelligent, and could almost challenge the Doctor by being that clever, right? But they reveal her like a used sex doll. You know what I mean? Like Jamie's
9 minutes 53.
That's like it's longer than.
Hey, I didn't do it. I didn't
No.
do it. What?
Yeah, you made the comparison though. You made the comparison.
Even the way the Doctor goes, we have to discuss this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As if he's trying to hide her from it. It's kind of creepy and weird. And then, like you say, straight onto the snuff movie.
I was going to do a Patrick Troughton Whoathon later this month. You have ruined now every element.
Oh, are you going to rewatch?
rewatch?
Are you going to rewatch Evil the Daleks after the Wheel in Space? Because technically, canonically, that is the order in which they were shown. It was shown twice on TV, so.
There you go.
I'm going to watch them chronologically.
But technically, chronologically, Jamie, Zoe, and Doctor, they actually watched Evil the Daleks in its entirety in the TARDIS. So technically, that's still an adventure for them.
No, they watched Evil of the Daleks Part 2 onwards in the TARDIS. They didn't watch Part 1. Part 1 was missing by that point.
Really?
Oh.
The only part of
Wait,
Evil
1 second.
Daleks they started at was at the beginning of Part 2 when Kennedy was shot. Not actual President Kennedy. When character Kennedy...
Sarah Kennedy.
When Kennedy was shot by the Daleks.
When you say chronologically, that's problematic in Doctor Who. Do you mean the release date of the thing, or when the
Yeah, date.
episodes were actually in?
Yeah, date.
Air dates, right, cool. Because I was going, oh, that would be a task.
Oh yeah, because technically, if you're doing it in chronology of the stories in the timeline, it watched the 5 Doctors 5 times.
Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey.
That's the thing.
And that would mean having to watch. That would mean having to watch the 3 Doctors 3 times.
Hey, I've got an issue with that. I love that story.
And watching the 2 Doctors 2 times. I can play this. Now listen, I want to say something about Zoe, but Matt McCauley has said it better than me.
Are you saying you want her dead?
Well, it depends.
Jesus,
depends
Matt, that's a bit mean.
It depends what you mean by a box, really. I was thinking of a big wooden one with air holes.
I've heard Austria do really good ones of those.
Yes.
I try to show you like
yeah.
when the first like properly well developed like really strong headed female characters Doctor Who, and you fucking turn into a sex thing again.
That's it. To be fair though, the first clip you showed of Zoe Elliott way back in June or whenever it was her in a silver sequined catsuit.
Did I? Which
the mind robber when she was clinging
lying
onto
onto the TARDIS console.
When that came on the telly, so did I.
Oh boy! Oh
god! Like like the one she kept it in the TARDIS.
Kept it in.
She was kept it in a box in the TARDIS.
Yeah.
By Jamie.
Mr. Grimsdale. Right.
I'll tell you the truth. That picture of Matt looking at his pints, that I'm going to be honest, that kind of image with that kind of description saying he wants her in a box, they actually belong together. That image.
Yeah, I'm kind of worried now because none of us want to appear on the clip they show on the news, do we? When they announce that Weddy Padbury's killer is announced.
Yeah, he seemed like such a normal person. He was very quiet.
Yes.
It's like I remember about 10 years ago when Whitney Houston died, there was this documentary of Whitney Houston on Channel 5 and they did an advert for it. And straight after the advert was a Wonga advert. And the first thing that Wonga woman said was, "She looks better in a body bag." Just straight after the advert. And it was the most complaint advert of the year. It was great.
Well, there's been a couple of that because of advertising algorithms. When there was a beheading in London, the 3 top news stories was the beheading in London, and Basement Jack's "Where's Your Head At?"
Oh. I'm surprised Heads Will Roll wasn't one of them.
That's literally because of it's just the algorithms. They pick them up. They don't have any taste.
Sales of lettuce went up through the roof.
That's just the tip of the iceberg.
No,
Right.
You beat me to it.
Thank you very much. Right,
Great minds.
Right, let's move on then to the next clip. Is by it's chronologically, right? I'm hoping because then after.
Who knows?
We didn't really talk much about the companions, though, in a way, about a companionship. Well, maybe it would be nice to have her as a companionship. I'm not sure. So, this one is from John Pertwee. So, which one is it?
It's
this one.
Not today, thank you.
Doctor,
No, I said not today, thank you. Oh, no. Oh, no.
It's all right, I've dealt with it.
Dealt with it, you've ruined it.
But your match was on fire.
3 months delicate work, and now look at it, you ham-fisted bun vendor.
But this whole place might have gone up in flames.
My dear young lady, steady-state micro-welding always creates more smoke than fire.
Steady-state micro-welding?
Yes, an advanced engineering technique pioneered by the Lamadines. A remarkably gifted race that had 9 opposable digits.
9 what?
9 opposable digits. Yes, well, never mind. Look, I said I don't want any tea today, thank you.
I'm not the tea lady.
And what the blazes are you doing in here? Don't you know this area is strictly out of bounds to everybody except the tea lady and the Brigadier's personal staff?
I'm your new assistant.
Oh, no.
The Brigadier sent me along to introduce myself, Doctor. Josephine Grant.
How do you do, Miss Grant? But I really don't think you're suitable.
I'm a fully qualified agent, you know. Cryptology, safe breaking, explosives.
Firefighting? Yes, well, I'm sorry, my dear, but what I need is a scientist.
I took general science at A-level.
So I'm sure you did, but even so.
General science in A.
Whoa.
Come on.
Disappointment in his face when he just goes, when she says that I'm your assistant.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
no.
I think surely like hand-fisted bun ender was probably like the rudest thing he's ever said ever in the history of the show.
Bum-fisted, did he say?
Yeah, just good. But you're a woman. Bring snacks or be gone. Oh,
Ian, remember,
Zoe.
9 opposable digits.
There, Dom's trying his best to make this sexy, but I'm going to move on to the fact
I wasn't
that...
making it sexy.
I can't tell of you, Dom.
No, it's right. You've started a precedent. The joy of male-dominated television was shown to its zenith there, I felt.
Yeah, but I mean, Elliot's clip did. I mean, Zoe, what was it? A good 10 years before. Well, maybe not as much, but before. And Zoe, the character Zoe, came across as a real confident, intelligent.
Yeah.
She did a lot of what doctors and stuff like that as well. Because Doctor is still a genius. But Perpy's like that. You're not the same species as me, and even worse, you're a female. Get away from me! Oh no!
GCA, A level, general science. That's what.
Well. Perby had Liz Shaw beforehand, which is a shame because
Yes.
although Liz Shaw, I mean, it's quite a lot of debate, isn't it, in the community? Does she count as a companion because she never actually got the trouble in the TARDIS?
No, but in all fairness, are we counting Adam Mitchell as a companion because he did?
Yeah, but he's a prick.
Rosie's mum.
Yeah, she counts. Why not? Sure, why not?
Oh, my Lord.
Vanessa.
I think no, Liz Shaw. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but Liz Shaw was a great assistant to the Doctor.
Liz Shaw needed to be in it more. The only reason why it was that she didn't appear anymore was because Caroline John fell pregnant.
Oh,
What's that got to do with Liz Shaw?
I know I've been banging on about women's rights and all that, but she was an incredibly attractive woman.
And she deserved to get pregnant. Is that what you're saying?
whoa!
Ian, how dare you?
It's taking a turn.
Well, no, she just passively genes on for the betterment of all mankind.
There you go. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and
He's
who
got 2
thrust
opposable
up?
digits.
The actor who played the Master. I wouldn't say that's really much better than that.
That has taken one for the team, really, isn't it? Diego, what one was it?
Jeffrey
Ricardo.
Beaver.
Yeah.
Ah, right.
Do you know the thing I find quite funny? Like, I remember when I was younger, whenever I used to get a classic Doctor Who DVD, I put the episode on and I showed it to my mum, dad, and brother. We always used to watch the classic episodes, and I remember we watched the John Pertwee era ones. And I think it was my mum. She just cracked out something like, oh, she was the one who posed nude with a Dalek, and I just
Yes.
Casey
What?
Manning, yeah.
And I was at the right end to appreciate that. Yeah, you can find it online. It's very good.
Appreciate that. What are you talking about? I'm not dead yet.
Dom, you've moved again, haven't you?
Yeah, you should
What do you
change
mean?
rooms. You've changed room again.
I've always been here.
You were in the kitchen like 10 minutes ago.
No.
Oh, what's your name? John Pertwee?
Yeah, just get back in there.
Get back in the kitchen, you.
Make the tea. Only the tea ladies allowed here.
No, I'm your new assistant, Elliot.
Oh no!
I don't.
But let's say, look, I want to say, what Joe Grant was a great companion in my opinion.
Yes.
And he
know,
knows
yeah,
almost everything she did.
Well, yeah, because I mean, so what I like what about her? So obviously, in general, I hate how generally as a culture we kind of value people on one type of intelligence. People think like, oh, you have to be academically intelligent to have any value or worth. But actually, everyone's intelligent in different ways. Some people are more emotionally intelligent. Some people are more, intelligent in how they perceive certain things, or more creatively intelligent. I love how even though Joe is presented like it's kind of a very klutzy, kind of almost kind of dim-witted person at first, who kind of clumsy and ruins things. She actually ends up still being very intelligent and smart in her own way, and she actually shows a lot of kind of smarts throughout her stories. Actually helps, and they become a great pairing. I love how her and the Doctor like really kind of have a great.
That's why she appeared naked with a Dalek, because she had a great pairing.
Well, that wasn't actually in the story, thankfully. So.
Okay.
That's why I bought Planet of the Daleks straight after I got told that story. I think, was that the cliffhanger?
Oh God!
No, that was summer holiday.
I was just thinking, like, don't get me wrong, I do really like Jo Grant's companion. I thought she was fantastic, but there's one bit about her like story arc that really frustrated me, and I know this was brought up like a couple of episodes ago. The fact that about 4 different times throughout her like tenure, different characters fell in love with her, and it was always a sort of, please stay on this planet, or please stay with me, or stay here. And then eventually she decides, you know what, I'm going back to Earth. The first episode she goes back to Earth, she leaves the Doctor, and I'm like she didn't,
because she was in love in real life, though, wasn't she? Was
yeah,
she in love with that guy, or was it no? I think
Clifford Jones.
The environmental activist, wasn't it, from the Green Death?
Welcome to the Nuthatch.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got a comment.
Oh, it's from John Carruthers.
Hey,
John. He's a lovely lad.
Hopefully it's staying up, John. But enough about me.
Yeah, it's about your actor.
We were just talking about that. It was a naked lady next to Dalek. Hopefully it was staying up.
Already, so far so good.
But I think it will stay up on YouTube, but they'll just mute bits of BBC
Usually my bits,
protected
but-
copyright.
Yeah, Steve, I'm surprised you haven't changed your background moment to that photo of Jo Grant with a Dalek.
Well, do you know what? I don't know if it's in my photo folder, and I don't want to put up the pictures.
The funny thing is the fact you weren't sure if it was I might have saved it in there once when I.
I don't know if it's next to my Billy Piper ones.
Folder. He knows he saved it. It's just in a different folder. It's called. I can't remember.
Dalek porn. It's called.
Yeah, the Dalek porn was the snuff video that Patrick Troughton showed.
Oh,
That's
dear.
Why does this happen every single time we do this?
I don't know what's going on. Please, if you're offended by any of our comments, do let us go.
It was my fault, probably.
There you go. It's in his. There you are.
If you've been affected by any of the issues in today's program, please do send all your complaints directly to Ian.
Ian TC.
At Tattoo Boat.
British Airways, PO Box 107, London.
Coolio. I was just thinking if we could drag out 2 more minutes on Jo Grant, but we could go to the next clip.
No, that's actually what the Time Monsters did.
Oh, okay.
Dragged out her tenure.
That's it. That's a good point. We're going to go to Dom's.
Hello.
That's why your names are there. His clip is about what?
Well, it's actually, out of all of them, one of the most memorable companion entrances for both fame and infamy.
Can I just say I had to edit it because it was 5 minutes long.
I did say do the middle bit.
Oh.
I did say do it between like 1 minute and 3
bit.
minutes, Steve. I did say that.
Uh-oh.
You made a cock up. You did a silly, didn't you, Steve?
I did a hen up
this evening.
Right. Whoa! This year. Right now, let's go and see Tom Baker at his best.
Romana? Laryngitis?
Doctor?
Romana, the dog's got laryngitis. Sorry, I thought you were Romana. Have you seen her? What are you doing here?
Regenerating. Do you like it?
Regenerating? But what are you talking about, regenerating? Only Time Lords regenerate. Look, it's awfully nice to see you, Princess Astra.
Romana.
Romana? Ah, shut up, canine. What are you doing in that body?
Regenerating. Do you like it?
But you can't wear that body.
I thought it looked very nice on the princess.
But you can't go around wearing copies of bodies.
Why not? We're not going back to Atreus, are we?
No.
Well then.
Well, then go try another one. Go on.
All right.
What's the trouble here?
I quite like this one, but it's a bit short.
Well, lengthen it then. Go on. Look like other people. It's just not important, is it, K9? No, thank you. Not today. It's what's on the inside that matters. That's what's important, isn't it, K9? You agree with me, K9? Too tall. Take it away. Now. Listen. You listening to me there? What you want is something warm and sensible, something that'll wear well, something with a bit of style and well, style, you know.
How about this, Doctor?
Exactly, good heavens, that's exactly right. Ha! I never realized you had such a sense of style.
I thought you said external appearances weren't important.
Ah, but it's nice to get them right, though, isn't it?
Ah, but it's what's inside that counts.
Exactly. Oh.
Don't you like it? I think it'll do very nicely. The arms are a bit long. I can always take them in.
No. The arms are just fine. They're just fine. It's just that... Oh, well, all right. Have it your own way. But get rid of those silly clothes, eh?
Where are we going?
I don't know. It depends on the randomizer.
Let me know when we get there. There. What do you think?
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Here, take a couple of those, will you?
What are they for?
Anti-radiation pills. The levels are quite high out here. Here's a bleeper. It'll bleep when you need the next dose.
Right. Let's see where we are.
Oh, look! Rocks!
Oh, jeez, the fucking line. Oh, yeah, the whole line. Oh, look, rocks. That summarizes like 80% of the entirety of Doctor Who. There's so many fucking glories.
That was always one of my favourite lines when I was a child. The look, rocks. No, I haven't.
You changed room again.
Oh, I know what it is.
Yes, you have.
The first 10 seasons they had it set on Quarry. That was it. It was
Yes.
Yes.
time quarry.
That's
Get out of the bath.
A weird thing.
Why, Tom? Why are you in the bath? You have to wash away your dirty thoughts.
I kind of did like these scenes though, because it was a bit like she was on tonight, Matthew. I'm going to be, and then just she was,
to be.
but I reckon it was just that they watched too much Mr. Ben when she was young, and that was it. But what was with Baker, like being some crazy thirsty motherfucker? But like, nope, this one doesn't please me.
Too tall.
Too tall.
The too tall was the girl on the box acting. That was so cool.
Oh, that's,
None of them
He
spoke.
did feel like a pimp at one point, didn't he?
Nope, too tall. Take it
No,
away.
thank you.
Wear better
Too tall,
clothes.
too tall.
It's like Patrick Troughton deciding his next. Oh, that is too young, too old. Oh, that won't do
Oh,
at
do
all.
it all.
That went full Three Bears. This one's too hot. This one's too cold.
This was without
That
porridge.
one is just right.
I'm sure he wouldn't do it in that voice.
But wasn't the I think the second body she had briefly, which she was like glue. It was the first time ever we've seen Time Lords have a skin color other than human skin color.
Ah, but she was trying things on for his benefit, though. I suppose it was like she'd gone into the skin room.
It might have been because, like Nardole says, most of the Doctor's friends are bluish.
Yes.
What was that mine meant to be, Stephen?
I don't know. I said skin room and it came to my head.
Skin room.
Skin.
Rolling a joy.
Oh.
Anyway, welcome to the 60s.
You're watching
Am I-
The Magic of Doctor Who.
Right.
So yeah,
Well,
no,
I really
that was
like
two
that.
Romanas. that was Romana 2, wasn't it?
Right, too. Yeah.
I like Romana 7, but like I really enjoyed that clip when I was younger, and I do kind of enjoy the sort of comedic elements. Like Tom Baker was, it's almost like he didn't know what to expect when he came through that door. He really did sort of. I felt like it was almost like a completely improvised reaction. I felt like he actually had no idea what was coming, and I really enjoyed it because I always thought the Doctor Romana relationship was really good. I always enjoyed that companion pairing because she was actually a companion who was to the Doctor's level, not only in terms of intellect but in alienness, because they were both Time Lords. And the fact that when they regenerated, it then became that debate of, well, you can't have that body. Why not? I like it, and it's the stubbornness. And I even though I really liked Romana 1, I really liked Romana 2 more because of that scene alone. Because it was like Zoe's, like the proper, like strong feel. I'm staying with you. I'm doing this. This is how I want to live my life. Tough shit. And it's like she was deliberately choosing the ones that the bodies the Doctor would not like. So eventually he would just go, oh, okay, well, guess that will have to do then. And the fact that what actually made him kind of then change his mind was the fact she just walks in wearing his outfit, and that was the style that he had in mind. And also it proves even more that Romana's the timeless child and not the Doctor. So that was even more of a highlight.
Yeah, so wait,
That was just gone through 4 generations or something.
Yeah, she
Trying on skin, like, nope. Like,
yeah,
like drag race entrance system.
Romana's Drag Race, yeah. So like, was she literally like killing herself every time she went back in to get a new body? Is that what she was doing? She was like stabbing herself each time? That's kind of dark if that's the case.
It would probably
She
start
was just
with that-
headbutting the zero room.
You know, Tennant does the thing about the new hand. He
Oh,
he can change.
yeah. I wonder. So yeah, if you like behead a Time Lord after they're regenerated, does the head grow back and does it become a different head? Oh,
they're not immortals, Elliot. They're not. Not Highlander. There's not some fucker coming like singing Queen behind them, and the Kurgan's there going like, "Here we are, born to be kings." It's not fair.
That'll be very fun if it was the case.
Yeah.
Yes. Opposable heads as well. They can make a fortune marketing that.
A lot like 9 opposable digits.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
9 opposable digits.
That's a weird wibbly wobbly timey wimey fact. Pertwee has an actual action figure doll that does have replaceable heads.
Yeah. I got it.
Is it? I've got a Tom Baker one with.
No, Wurzel Gummidge.
Yeah.
Ah. Sad Sally.
Wurzel Gummidge was famously switched his heads to be different things. He had a smart one and a romantic one, and and he
War criminal one.
Yeah,
Nice
I
cup of
could
tea
talk-
and a slice of cake, can't Sally?
I did see Wurzel Gummidge live on stage at the Birmingham Rep with John Pertwee, and it was incredible opening scene with all the scarecrows. I thought some of them were scarecrows and some of them were people, and at the end of the dance, they were all people. Oh, it was very impressive. Very impressive. But that's got nothing to do with Doctor Who apart from the tenuous link of John Pertwee.
and the fact the person who played Cat Weasel was the extremely phallic creature from the pit.
Oh boy.
Oh.
I love all these old Doctor Who facts and stuff like that, and everyone was to go, this guy was this guy and this guy. But round about then, there was about 10 actors in Britain.
Yes, there are.
There was 10 television actors, and that was pretty much it, because he was like, so we pay them a wage, they'll act in everything.
But very little has changed, because if you stick on a program randomly on TV, like 90% of the time, you'll get Olivia Colman in it.
Well,
and Graham Norton.
BBC is incredibly nepotistic. As an old boys game, it still is. It's owned by political links and stuff like that, and that's me never working for it, just by this podcast. So
exactly.
Well, I think the two people that are watching, I bet they don't work for the BBC. Well, we'll see.
No, they've got people. They've got people who listen.
They got people.
They've got people. And that is
I have people.
But I realized actually from watching the Joe Grant clip to that clip, actually, it's one thing we've learned, because with John Pertwee, it was kind of like, no, not today, not today, only no, thank you, no tea today. And then we realized in that clip, when she came out, it's a very kind of revealing Boudica figure. Somebody goes, no, not today. So clearly, that's what the tea lady looked like.
Yeah. What day was it? Does he have a day?
It's Bodicea Day.
This isn't Tiffing Day. It's like Carry On.
Why
would be that scene from Carry On Up the Khyber?
Totally watched Carry On Doctor. This has to be made.
That'd be much better. Oh, matron would be made much better if it was done by.
Oh, master.
Fucking like a fucking retard, isn't it?
You know, when we were talking about the Doctor Who thing, we were actually talking about Tom was talking about them being the same species being important. The companion wasn't actually less than them, not just mentally or physically, but also species wise, because the Doctor is kind of a little snobby all the way through it. About Time Lords being really, really severe. I mean, I know the Daleks are honest about it, but Time Lords are kind of a bit subversive about how superior they actually are. It comes out all the way through Doctor Who, Tennant. Everyone has their moment to go, I'm the fucking Lord of Time.
Bitch.
You know what I mean? I will do what the fuck I want, right? And that always comes out. But my favourite description in Doctor Who of it was when, you'll love this because Clara's in it, is when Missy is explaining to Clara, she goes, see that couple over there? You're the dog.
You're the dog. But that makes no sense though, because in that scene, the entire military is cordoned off that whole area. There's guys with guns. So why is there a random couple there? How are they allowed past the guards?
Line, that's why. Because they had to crowbar it in somehow. But I love that because that's how the Time Lords think. They are incredibly. I mean, they call themselves Time Lords, for fuck's sake. I mean, the connotation of that, the arrogance of it, but I love what they do with it because they do play with it a lot. It's a lot of the time, it's the Time Lords' own arrogance that destroys them.
Yeah, and also a Time Lord is actually just a title, not actually the species. Because I think it's in a time the one the Sontarans on Gallifrey, what was called the Time Warrior.
Invasion of Time.
Yeah, because you actually there was actually a class system in Gallifrey. There are Gallifreyans that live outside the city, and they're like kind of outcasts, like working class scum.
Yeah, you see it again when Capaldi makes out of the time prison when he punches up, and he ends up being in basically a farmhouse before the thing. So he's standing there like the angry scrotum that he is, Just the ugly little elbow skin full of hate, and just and he's just being that guy. I'm trying to.
Are you still talking about Capaldi or the fans' reaction to the episode?
Capaldi.
Why not both?
Why not both?
Ian, for someone who got really angry at an English guy trying to do a Scottish accent, he's spending a lot of time insulting a Scottish man.
Oh. I'm universally angry. I'm fine.
Universally angry.
I actually really like Capaldi's Doctor, and I think he's a fantastic actor. I just think he is such an easy man to insult. just his looks, everything about him. He looks like his own spitting image puppet.
Yeah.
Have they done one of him? They haven't done one of him though.
Yeah, they have.
Not yet.
Put him in.
They did like a spitting image sort of spin-off a few years ago, and they had Capaldi.
Oh yeah. What was it called?
Oh, those that funny. Yeah.
Those CGI mouths. It was awful.
Yeah.
Yes. No, spitting image was good. I watched it the other day. It was very good.
Yeah, I thought it was all right.
Whoa, hang on. You actually got a BritBox account just for the spitting image?
Did I say that?
YouTube.
Yeah, or other Reddit. Right. So, yeah, let's go to. I'm looking forward to this because I forgot how good this next one was. This is
if it's Clara, you're wrong.
No, it's Paul McGann, isn't it?
It's Paul McGann. It's TC. It's Top Cats. So
that's kind of tragic because
good old Paul.
Pertwee died before this was ever aired. And that's really tragic about all the Pertwee chat and stuff like that. And I found that out. I'm kind of going, oh man, that really sucks. Because he never got to see it. And there's loads of Pertwee jokes in it. That they kind of, they all had to make a nod to and stuff. So it's kind of, again, timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly Doctor Who stuff. That Pertwee died a week before a reincarnation of Doctor appeared on the screen. So... but he didn't get to see it, which is kind of heartbreaking in itself. But hey,
I'm sure he will see it now with Eddie Van Halen.
I don't want to deal with this.
Graceless!
That's enough.
If the Eye of Harmony isn't closed, this planet will be sucked through it. Grace, I need to fix the timing mechanism on the TARDIS and close the eye. I need an atomic clock. Grace, please help me find. Grace. 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 Grace! Grace!
You just stay away from me.
Oh, come on, Grace, please, just let me in.
No!
Grace, let me in. We can sit down, we can have a cup of tea, we can talk about this reasonably.
Sure, Time Lord to Earthling.
Yes, that's right, I am a Time Lord.
Well, I thought you were a doctor.
I thought you were a doctor.
I am calling an ambulance to take you back to psychiatric, from which we've obviously escaped.
Grace, we don't have time for this. The Eye of Harmony is open. If I don't close it, get my TARDIS and the Master off this planet will no longer exist.
I'm calling the ambulance.
Grace, we have until midnight.
Yes, I'll hold.
Grace, I shall prove to you the Eye of Harmony is open. Look at this.
Yes.
You see already the molecular structure of the planet is changing.
I'm gonna need an ambulance as soon as possible. This is Dr. Grace Holloway.
At first in subtle ways, but soon in catastrophic ways.
I need a bed in psychiatric.
By midnight tonight, this planet will be pulled inside out. There will be nothing left.
I think you better make that 2 beds.
Brilliant.
How good is she? Because first of all, right, in this kind of altercation now, what's brilliant about this is she's already killed him. Right? She employed a method and technique known in medicine as fuck it. earlier on in the episode. where she got lost because she's got a probe inside his chest, and because he's got two hearts, they're trying to fix his like what they think's a heart attack, but he's perfectly fine. He takes a bullet through the shoulder. He's in no danger of dying, but they're in there because they think he's having a heart attack because of the double exposed X-ray. She goes, "Let me try something," and just pushes the thing into his heart, right? And that just stops it dead, kills him, right? So she's the reason he's dead, right? There's a great scene earlier when he starts pulling the thing out of his fucking body, going, "What's this shit?"
Nightmares when I was younger. That scene.
Yeah, no, but I love this bit. This bit particularly because she's kind of dealing with it and she's being rational and all this kind of stuff. But then he just goes off the scale, starts screaming about Valerian clock and all this kind of stuff, and she just does what any rational human being does. Goes, "Fuck this!" and runs away from him. Which I love because she's obviously just went, "Wait, I'm getting suckered in there." This guy's obviously a medical marvel, not an alien, just something about him. It's a genetic thing. Okay, fine, whatever. She's being rational. But this guy's a lunatic, runs away from her, locks himself, runs away,
naked.
That's it. But then, when all the madness happens with him walking through the thing, she then, as any rational person would do, is go, "Oh, fuck, it's me who's went insane." And when she's talking on the phone, going, "I might need 2 beds." And it's like that took place. But she's a brilliant companion for loads of reasons. I'm really upset about the fact that didn't go more with her, Dr. Grace Holloway. She was played by the actress Daphne Ashbrook. As well, who was in Deep Space Nine as well.
Really?
Yeah, she's in Deep Space Nine. She plays the disabled alien. The one that comes from a planet, the gravity's different, so they have to build her a wheelchair and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know the one? Dr. Bashir falls in love with her and tries to change her.
Yes, he does.
But again, she plays another really incredibly strong, self-reliant person. Now, problems with her. She did do the big doughy googly eye thing quite a lot with him when he's being all clever. Right? "Oh, aren't you smart?" But she also challenged him a lot of stuff as well. And she was quirky and funny. And McGann always tried to try and pull her in. There's a great scene where someone offers her champagne and she's like, "Oh." She gets dragged away. But, right, the problems I had with the episode more than anything else was, where the fuck did the Master just suddenly become a wizard?
And a lizard.
With his coat.
Yeah, how many more powers did he just seem to just magically have? What the fuck was the spewing freeze stuff?
Yeah.
Why not? Well, I mean, Master was previously a cat, so also he could possess people when he wanted to, so he can do what he wants now, I guess.
Reincarnation is a big part of Time Lord mythology.
And it was Canadian money as well.
Yeah, they do. It was. What a weird fact. One of the only episode to be filmed entirely outside the UK.
Yeah.
That's the only.
Oh, sorry, but I was saying, because I remember, like, because later on when John Sims, his like resurrection goes wrong, he gets like weird like electrical powers. So I guess the Master has got a history of getting weird, powerful shit when things go wrong for him.
But there is some kind of timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly crap as well, right? Because in The Deadly Assassin, that's where the first mention of the 13 reincarnations is, right? And the first part of this episode is all, he basically goes on, only 13, only 13, only 13, because the big part of it is the Master's used up all of his incarnations, right? But in the same episode is where they first mention the Eye of Harmony. But the Eye of Harmony is on Gallifrey. It's not in the TARDIS. Right?
Did he pitch it?
TARDIS, right? But then
they made the Eye of Harmony
to the
actual
descent of
eye.
the TARDIS, right? But in the journey to the descent of the TARDIS, they can explain it all. So we're back to the wrinkly elbow skin of anger, sorting it all out. So there you go. And
They only went
if that's your least worry.
It wasn't the wrinkly skin. It was the guy with the melted face. What's his name?
Peter Pratt.
No, the doctor with the melted face. Looks like he's been a boxer with reconstructive surgery. Matt Smith. No.
We got there in the end.
Oh,
Jesus
melted face. I could see that.
Yeah, doesn't it look? Yeah, that's a lot of makeup to hide third-degree burns.
Oof.
Just me.
All I was going to say was that clip that you chose actually has my favourite line from the movie, which just shows how sassy the Doctor is, which is when Grace says, "I thought you were a doctor," and he just goes, "I thought you were a doctor."
Because they both are, really, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is childish. I love it.
As he is, and he says on many occasions throughout Doctor Who, he is the definite article, the first, you may say.
The original, you might say.
The original, exactly.
Yeah. But that movie, I think, is a lot of things are wrong with it, but I do think it's a really. I think it stands up in time. You could watch it now, and I think you'd still enjoy it. I think it's a great little story. I liked it a lot.
I love Chang Li as well.
I like it more now than I did when I first watched it. Is what I'm
I
trying
thought
to say.
Chang Li was brilliant. I loved the
Yes, he was.
Yi
Ji So.
Yeah, Egypt Show. I love that actor as well. He's really, really good. He's just been in everything in a kind of low wee bit, but he does a lot of Chinese cinema as well. Yeah, but one of the weird things about it was, what's the fuck way that he goes to shoot himself with a gun? The man who never uses guns.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole that.
Then he made me laugh.
I know. Then he gives it to her, and she's like, "Right, fucking give me the gun. I'll shoot the cop." I mean, it's like, okay. That kind of got a bit away. I'm entirely sure that was written for the American audience.
Oh, no, I think what they also wanted to write for the American audience is because Americans are quite literal, so they made the Eye of Harmony look like an actual eye.
Yeah, it opens up.
And it was open with your eyes, and the Doctor Who's eyes were in it. And it was, they couldn't. They just might as well have the big people going eyes, eyes. You know, I get it. Well, said then Iris, Doctors whose irises were told she was half human for some reason. We don't know where that came from.
Hybrid.
Hybrid Clara.
There's another
hybrid Clara.
There's another cool one, right? Another cool thing, just fact-wise, wibbly wobbly tiny ones, is when he reincarnates in that one, they're playing Frankenstein in the background.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, I love that.
And there's the Frankenstein robot in the chase, isn't there? And then there's Peter.
That Bradley Walsh?
No, it was the chase from.
Not the TV show.
Oh, Doctor Who: The Chase. Yeah, it's the weird Universal Studios. It's a fucking robot Frankenstein who fucking kills a Dalek.
That's it. And then but it's they've kind of got all that one, but it's the Peter Cushing version of the Doctor Who they're playing. Sorry, the Peter Cushing version of the Frankenstein. Yeah. And he played Mr. Who became a doctor with a time machine. I know it's not one of these guys, but then they bring back the whole idea of Doctor Who being in the Frankenstein myth later on as well. So it's like, again, I like these wee things.
Yeah, it's nice. And actually, it very nearly became even more Americanized because the original draft of that film was that originally the Master was actually going to be the Doctor's brother. And I'm so glad they did not do that because that would have been utterly wank.
Was this?
Yeah, you have to wait for Chris Chernobyl to come and do it for you.
Another one was the
you call him Chris Chernobyl?
That is actually fantastic.
Was this the first
by mistake?
The Doctor Who kissing started as well?
Yeah, first kiss ever. Yeah,
he first reached puberty
at 527.
Well, you never know. Time Lords, if they're infinite, it might take that long.
Yeah.
His voice was certainly lower than Sylvester McCoy's.
Well, yeah, I like that like their personalities, probably their Doctor's sexuality probably changed as well. Fluctuates between body to body.
Yeah,
body to body.
Yeah, exactly. I'm always in one.
I just thought, as if we were doing companions, it would be a disservice not to have Dr. Grace Holloway in there because out of all of them, she's the one I'm most upset we didn't see more of. Because here's another thing as well. She doesn't really become a companion because she doesn't travel in the TARDIS.
She does technically once.
Yeah, the whole on the way back and through.
Are you really going to fire that argument? Liz Shaw is a companion, so Grace Holloway's a companion.
Yeah, but she doesn't go with the Doctor.
I know.
She literally goes, "Okay, see you," and he gets in touch and fucks off.
If it was a series, though, do you think she would have gone with him? But as it was a film, they could have just said,
I
you know.
genuinely think it was going to be like a Martha or a thing. She wouldn't have went with her, and then she'd have come back and got her.
Yeah.
For reasons.
When she was asleep.
Oh God.
Get her
Too
in
far
that
again.
Put her in a special box in TARDIS.
Put her into Zoe's box.
There's a box for all of you.
Zoe never got out,
There always is. You'll go in the box with the others. You'll keep till I get back.
The way you say Zoe's box
That's
makes
like
you
the
sound like
celestial toy
Sophie's
maker
choice,
now.
man. That's not good. That's
Zoe's box. I'm saying it again.
Yeah.
Hey, look,
Be very careful when you say Zoe's box. That could be misconstrued.
We've got 5 minutes. 5 minutes, right? Let's all say we've got another box, right? We could. The companions that we missed out on, that we could have chosen. That would fill 4 minutes. Why?
Because he was brilliant and he had the best ending.
Yeah, that's true.
He just comes out and goes, "Oh, I can solve this," and then died.
Nice.
That is true. Or we could have actually gone for underrated companions, or companions that should have been in longer.
What about Glitz?
Which is what the.
Oh, Savalon Glitz.
Savalon Glitz, wheelie
Savalon
dealer,
Glitz.
Doctor Who.
Come on, Dipper.
He was played by a comic actor, wasn't he?
Definitely one that was in it for too long. Catherine fucking Tate.
Oh,
yes. No, I agree.
Donna.
I agree.
I like Donna. Leave her alone.
I like Donna.
I think she's an incredible stand-up comedian. In fact, she is a much better actual stand-up comedian than she ever was a comedy writer. I know she got famous for all that kind of stuff and all that. She was a decent, companion, 100%.
Yeah.
Stuff. She also knows fuck all about Doctor Who.
She did outstay. Donna Noble outstayed.
You know
her
someone
welcome.
who also knows fuck all about Doctor Who? Chris Chibnall, and they still hired him.
Christian Noble.
Whoa. Hey, hang on. But I mean, I don't think it should be a requirement that the actors have to know about the show in order to be
But
in
the
it.
writers have to know about the show.
Because fucking
that would help.
But Pearl Mackie didn't watch any fuck all about it, and I thought she was one of the best companions we ever had. Bill Potts, I loved her.
Bill Potts is brilliant.
I wish we got more of
really
her.
like Bill.
Do you know what we should do for next time? Epic endings.
Oh.
Hey. Can I put mine in a box?
Either, nailed and shut. Right. No, epic endings. Either anybody who died brilliantly in Doctor Who, whether it's a companion, an enemy, a foe, anything like that. That would be a brilliant one. One that just went,
Yeah, I like that.
Rock and roll. Because Clara's, as much as you dislike her and all that kind of stuff, Dom, Clara's was quite a fucking rock and roll ending.
Well, it was until they brought her back.
She died, then she came back, then she died, then she came back, then she died, and then she came back, and then she travelled in a restaurant.
There's nothing wrong with travelling in a restaurant.
Especially if you've got with what's the name from Game of Thrones?
Maisie Williams.
But not beyond 10 p.m.
No, Aria. Thank you. Yes, you've got 2 minutes. Well, we've been broadcasting for 58:39. So I wanted to mention Turlo because I thought he was lovely. I liked him a lot. He took a while for me to grow on.
Mm-hmm.
So that was
he probably had one of the best arcs though, didn't he? Because he literally went from wanting to kill the Doctor to being like one of his best friends. And I thought that was very wholesome. Yeah,
Hey.
I love Ace.
Do you know someone who I thought should have been the show longer? Harry. I really liked Harry.
I was thinking that when I was. Yeah, Harry was. He would have been my second favourite companion. I think if I was going to put him.
I really liked Harry.
I think so. I mean, I love Sarah Jane and I love Joe because I grew up with them.
Oh, Sarah Jane, yeah.
But
his book,
Harry was such a lovely.
Harry
did some great stuff.
Harry Sullivan's an imbecile.
What's that from?
Revenge of the Cybermen.
I don't remember that story because I think it's awful.
That's probably why you don't remember it. Hey, that's good. I had 2 spare clips. I've had a clip hanging around for ages, which I've never used yet.
Is it the one of me talking to my new best friend?
No, it's the one of
Anyway,
you.
thank you so much, everyone, for watching the
yourself?
show. You have to hand it to him. Right, look. No, I'll talk to you later. Right, okay. We can say goodbye. Thank you so much. Join us in a couple of weeks' time when we discuss more Doctor Who. So it's goodbye from me. It's goodbye from
Goodbye from him.
Bye.
Goodbye from
Goodbye.
him. And goodbye from
Bye.
him.
Goodbye.
Bye.